Anyway, yeah, we missed some rugby,
Yes, we missed some
and
rugby.
so far this November Test series, it's been incredible.
Mm.
The only downside has been the injury to Oxenche, which kind of affected our scrum. We saw the South African scrum go backwards last week for the first time in years, and against Italy of all countries, of all teams. Obviously, the two massive red cards have been the talking points.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I uh, I believe Louis de Jager's red card was upheld and Frank Mosterd's card was downgraded. So the officials made a massive error there. I don't think there's a conspiracy against the box. I'm not of that ilk. I think referees go onto the field trying to do their job. I think that referee was coerced by the TMO. He didn't want to go to straight red initially.
Mm.
But, I mean, it happened. So,
Yeah, for us who actually saw it, you could see Franco going in low. He was really doing his best, and he's a massive guy. He's tall, so he was really trying to do the right thing. And I personally believe the ref wouldn't have any objection with that card being downgraded at all.
yeah, no, I agree. I think the GMO was stirring him up, winding him up a bit. But I mean, there's no conspiracy against South Africa. We played in the World Cup, and Sam Cane got a red card against uh, the box. And, the World Cup final is more important than any other game. And that worked in our favor. We played against 14 men for most of that match. So, yeah, I mean, there's no conspiracy nonsense. What I want to say before we talk about the upcoming game against Ireland is how impressed and proud I am to see the South African expat communities go and support the Springboks all around Europe where they're playing.
Yeah.
Every match, it was packed. You could see the green shirts everywhere, and it gives me chills thinking how. Our focus is the expat community and helping people with share
Mm.
to cope, to connect, to not be so homesick and sad. So to see the South African expat community come out in mass
Mm.
is incredible. You hear the anthems, you hear the cheers. People put in the effort. They dress up. They make up their faces. They wear the hats. It's incredible. And from the friends of mine that I spoke to that actually went to some of the games, I mean, the reception has been incredible.
You can't speak about Oorsee without me having to drop a little ad. Now, I went today and I actually bought a Android phone, just like the cheapest phone I can get, because with the Oorsee app, I'm always testing the app in a simulator. So for the first time in a while, I can actually now test the app on an actual Android phone. And I just want to, I've made videos about this new feature, but I figured, you know what? Where's my camera? I want to show this. So I've added a new feature to the Oorsee app called Homesick. So if you scroll down, you'll see there's a tab there that says Homesick. And I'm going to be adding that down the bottom there as well. So you can't really see because of the light. But essentially what it is wherever you are in the world, you type in your town. Like I am in a town outside of Perth called Baldivis. So I'm going to click Baldivis. I'm going to say search. And what it will find is all the South African shops in my neighborhood that's close to where I am. So I can basically just go and drive to the closest one near me and grab my biltong for tomorrow's game. How cool is that? Well, if you're going to do this on Google, you're going to get a few other hits as well because Coles and those places also sell South African goods. Doing it this way, you're guaranteed you're going to be walking into a shop where they just speak Afrikaans.
And
Anyways,
so do people have to register that there's a great South African shop here in Charlotte, in North Carolina. Do they have to register or does it automatically pick it up through Google?
automatically picks it up. So I've linked it all up cleverly with an API because I'm super smart. I'm just bragging. I'm just joking.
You
And
lost me at
so,
API, Stephen. I don't know
uh,
any of this technical bullshit.
don't tell me a thing. What is your town's? Is it so? Charlotte is the state or the town?
Charlotte is the city we live close to, and the state is North Carolina.
All right, so I'm typing in here now. Ooh, this better work. North Carolina. The ad break's almost over, people. North Carolina. Here we go. Right, I need more details. Give me a postcode. Come on.
No, that's a British thing, this postcode nonsense.
Oh, give me a zip code.
Uh, 3. I don't know. If I have to know the zip code of the place before I find it, how the hell am I going to find it?
Because there's other places in
Oh, it's actually not in Charlotte. It's in a small little town just outside of Charlotte that I don't know. I know where it is. I can find it.
okay, no stress. Yeah, so Homesick is on the Oorsee app. You can go and make use of that, and it'll show you the South African shop near you. Now, I'll get my
Uh,
bag.
we're playing Ireland this weekend, and we have lost to them plenty in recent years. I think the last 10 would maybe be 6-4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Lost to them in the World Cup in our pool. Close game, but we lost. Then they came to South Africa. We beat them first game, and then we lost the second game. Couple of brilliant drop goals, and they beat us in Durban. So it's going to be a tough game. I think we both picked our best teams, except we're missing Oxenjay, as I said earlier. So uh, I think South Africa are going to win this game. I'm positive about this. They've done so well this Autumn Nation series.
Mm-hmm.
And last year we ended the Northern Hemisphere tours unbeaten, and I believe we're going to do the same this year.
Yeah.
And
I did get worried against Italy though. Now Italy, I know you've laughed about it, but Italy always has a way of surprising you. They really, they hardly play a full game, full strength, but they came close, didn't they?
I think when you're down to 14 men, it's not just a defensive issue. You're short on attack. Now, Rassi was brilliant with bringing on Andre Esterhazy and using him on attack in the back line and in the scrums when we're on defense. Uh, so he's now probably the most important player on the team sheet because with World Rugby the way it is, red cards, losing a player for the full match, that's a possibility, and teams need to plan for that. Italy are a much better side than they were even 2 years ago. I think this year in the Six Nations they won. Uh, I think they won like 2 or 3 games. I mean, they're a much better team than they were. But playing against with 14 people, it's not an attack and offense thing. It's also a fatigue thing. Every player that has to do that little bit extra now, and you get more tired. So I think Rassi really was clever with his substitutions, like just yanking people off. It looked like a bloody circus at one point. It was so funny. But yeah, back to Ireland, Dublin. It's one of my favorite places to go watch rugby. I've been there a few times. Man, it's the vibe, the atmosphere. It's incredible to go watch rugby in Dublin, and I know the South African expats are gonna support the Springboks. In big numbers. It's your dog.
Die bliksem hou nie op blaffie. So ek het dit gemute. Sorry, nou moet ek dit ook uit edit.
So, so Stephen, come on, put your reputation as a rugby pundit on the line and tell us who's going to win and what's the score.
I'll always vote for the Boks for win. I'll always. But look, it doesn't mean I'm not nervous. It's Ireland, the same way I feel when they're playing New Zealand. The same way I feel when they're playing Argentina, for that matter, because Argentina has been a really strong team in the past couple of games. Let me share my screen. Where is that?
Oh yeah, you got the team up. So Kanan Moody is in for Curtly Arendse, and then obviously we have the injury to Ox, so Boan Venter starts. And the other change is Ruan Orkia comes in. Now I think Frank Mostert, he he was eligible to play, but I think because the decision came so late,
Hmm.
Ruan Orkia was already in the team and training, and that's kind of Russie's
Yeah.
MO is when you can't train in the week or you're not sure if you're going to make the team through disciplinary issues, then you won't start or won't play that weekend. Then the other significant thing this weekend with just on the team sheet, Archie Snyman plays his 50th game for the Boks when he runs on. So he's been a tremendous asset for the Springboks.
The Viking.
The Viking go-go gadget arms. He's incredible. He brings a very unique set of skills to the
Yeah.
Springboks. And to see him on the field and just ball pops out everywhere, it's just magic. It's great. I love watching him.
Yeah.
And then Andre Esterhuizen now pretty much the most important replacement in world rugby, being everything for everyone. I saw a video this week, I think it was Bram, that said he can't be afforded because his ears are too pretty still. So they're going to work on his ears. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Uh,
but he's a phenomenal player. I mean, 120 kgs and playing center and flank. That's incredible. And then, yeah, I think Cheslin swaps to left wing. And then the rest is just kind of our strongest team. Damien Delendi and Jesse Creel,
mm.
our partners in centres, proven World Cup winners. Sasha at 10 with Quibus, that's been working really well this year. So I think this is, with all the chopping and changing and all the talk about depth, I believe this is currently our strongest team, strongest reserves. Um, I mean, I see only one outcome here, and that's the box winning.
Yeah. And
And it's
more
just we're in
importantly,
different places. Ireland played really well last week against Australia, but
mm,
it is Australia, and they just look tired. They look like they have so few players in their country, and they can't rotate, so they just play every game. The poor guys, so they just look like they already wanted to go home and go lie in the sun in Australia for summer.
you're gonna get me in trouble with my Australian colleagues at work on Monday. And don't forget, more importantly, we're talking to Peter Steph Toya on this channel in January. It's all set up with his manager. We just need to hope that nothing more important pops up because he is Rugby Player of the Year. He's obviously, there are back-to-back interviews waiting for him, but I managed to get us a slot. So, yeah. Uh,
Well, that's incredible. That's a great segue. So let's talk about World Player of the Year. So there are four nominees for World Player of the Year. Um, and actually, there's three South Africans nominated and one Frenchman. And Louis Biel was nominated, and he had a phenomenal last 12 months. So I absolutely agree that he should be there. The South
I don't.
Africans nominated is Ox. Finally, a prop
So yeah,
gets nominated for World Player of the Year. Peter Steff is nominated again. He's won it twice. Stop being so greedy, Peter Steff. Give somebody else a
No,
chance.
that's why I'm saying I'm calling it already. Peter Steph. As for the Frenchman, I've never heard of her.
Well, he was quite silent when he played against South Africa a few weeks ago. And Malcolm Marx is the last one, and I think, oh my God, in the last 12 months, he has been back to his absolute best.
He is one of my favorite players, and I'm hoping to get him on the show as well. Because look, we've had Kitsoff on the show a few times, and the two of them are obviously good mates, and they got the business together. And then hopefully after the series, we'll be talking to Mark Alexander as well. We're just waiting for him to give us the call. He already said he's coming. He's coming on the show definitely. We're just waiting for him to actually have an afternoon off.
Well, let's
I hope he knows that when that interview ends, I'm going to be insisting on the cell phone numbers for Itzebet, Khaleesi. I want it all. I
Well,
want
I mean, I think as expats, excuse me, who are still proudly South African, who still love supporting our team, we do bring a lot to the Springboks and to South African sport in general. It would be terrible playing at Twickenham and it was just English fans.
Mm.
It's
It
great
just
that
it'll
South
just be
Africans can go
rice.
and watch it.
No, it'll be all the English and just rice flies in the crowd because he
Yes.
somehow shows up at every game. He's there, like Italy. He's there for France. He's there. He's like everywhere.
Well, it's great. I mean, a big shout out to the Bry Army and
Mm.
Race Flace. These guys are fanatical supporters, and it's great to see them travel and go and support the Springboks wherever they go. I think it's just that little bit of taste of home to see all these Springbok jerseys around and people loving the team. The Springboks are in our hearts and souls. So, yeah, fanatical supporters. I love it. I love seeing everybody traveling with Sia.
Yeah, total stalking vibes. Yeah, I could probably stop stop sharing my screen. Yeah, Rice is gonna make me pay for that comment later.
It's fine. I hope it makes you pay in meat.
Yeah, Walter, what next? After this weekend's game, is this? Sorry, forgive my ignorance. This is the last game of the series, is it?
No. No, we still have an absolute mess against Wales because that falls outside of the test window. So the Welsh, who are horrendous, there's no other way to put it, shockingly inept, are going to lose 10 or something of their best players. And I put best in inverted commas, they're so bad. Shocking. They're going to lose 10 of their best players.
West England.
So they're going to be even weaker when they play us. God help them. I'm so sorry to say for Wales. I have loved their team. I've gone to watch rugby there a few times. They were world number one a decade ago, 8 years ago, still really competitive 5 years ago, a bit on the down, and now they're about as rock bottom as you can get. I think they lost like 18 in a row or something stupid. Just about snuck a win against Japan at home. It's embarrassing. So I think Rassi is going to send most of the senior Springboks home and go have holidays, spend time with your family, and then just keep the fringe players. Maybe even fly a few outsiders up from South Africa to come and play
Couple of
against Wales.
couple of seniors. Hey, Nas, what are you doing this weekend? Like,
Yes. Call Bucky's, call
vol
Victor.
bakkies. Ja. En gaan
Uh,
nie Gerber nog eens naby, jy weet.
I mean,
Uh,
Wales, we laugh about it because we've been in the same position before too. I
they've
mean,
beat us before. Don't forget. There was a
they've beat
time.
us plenty of times, and I've been to Cardiff and seen us lose. And they beat us in South Africa for the first time a couple of years ago. So, yeah, they were a good team, but how the mighty have fallen. Don't it's all this. The rugby board has really screwed the pooch there, and you can see the influence when it's bad leadership has caused this mess. So yeah, it's very very sad to see a weak Wales. But I mean, now them losing also all their players to go back to the clubs. I don't see any hope. I don't think even we need to talk about the Wales game next week. I mean, there's nothing to talk about. We've said it
Uh,
all now.
we
Uh,
we're not a primary like a rugby channel, but it is nice having these chats. And if there's a window, yeah, well, of course we can talk about it. But I'll be honest. This year was busy for videos. We've had a lot of chats, and me and you. I think we this year was a good year for us. I mean, you've had a bit of few health scares, and there was a few months where you were unavailable. But I think we still did like 10 videos together. Give or take for rugby and all of that. We've interviewed tons of South African artists, rugby players, and comedians, plenty of, and just the average Joe and people who's struggled, who's made the journey overseas to find out their story and their journey and what's the things that people should look out for. It's been a busy year for Oorsee. I'm looking forward just having a few weeks with nothing. I'm just gonna have Christmas, play with the kids, swim, and just sort of wind down a bit before I'm full on back into it. For at the end of December, we've got the Boddington camp. Bobby van Jaarsveld is flying over for that show. I'm actually chatting to him on Monday, which will be one of my last chats for the year. Just like a quick interview about it. But then, yeah, it's been busy. Very
I
busy.
know now that I'm listening to you talk, I'm thinking I'm going to go have a nap now. I'm tired. I'm
Are you
going
sick?
to bed. Okay, I'm off to bed.
Walter, thank you for the chat. Do you want to do a score prediction?
Yes, 103 for 7 by lunch when South Africa plays India tonight.
What? Oh, I'm talking about rugby.
No, we're on to the cricket now. Now,
I'm not.
Springboks. Springboks, I'm going to go 32 and Ireland 22.
No. That's too much points. I'm gonna go 23 for the Boks and 14 for Ireland. Yeah,
Right, well, let's see. We'll talk again after the game.
yeah.
We'll put 1,000 American dollars on it.
All right. Well, you need to take it off the next renewal when I come to you for money.
Okay. Stephen, all the best, mate. Go well.
Thanks,
Good
Walter.
night.
Lekker
Bye.
slaap.